Hello, friends, and we are going to give you guys some funniness. Yeah.
We are going to share 5 likes and 5 dislikes
That we have from when we went on our cruise on the Carnival Sunshine back in September. So it literally has been it's been just over 2 months since we got off that cruise.
Yep.
Okay, so
Numero uno.
of likes.
Likes?
You want to do?
Let's do 1 like, 1 dislike.
Okay, 1 like, 1 dislike.
No, let's start with dislikes. Let's do 1 dislike and 1 like.
1 dislike,
Okay.
1 like.
So the number 1 dislike was not enough pool space for families. So on the Carnival Sunshine, there was like hot tubs up on the adult deck, and then there was 1 bigger pool on the Lido deck, and then 2 smaller pools in the back. Literally, maybe 4 people could fit in each one.
Yeah, they were like little hot tub kind of pools.
It was not enough to actually like go in and swim in.
It was different. Like,
now, mind you, we're comparing this to the Disney Dream, where they have multiple pools, adult and kids, on their Lido main deck.
And the big thing, we went into this knowing that this is an older ship. It's a Carnival 2.0 ship. So it has like the guy's burger joint and all that stuff added to it. But there just wasn't enough pool space.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Now there was enough lounge chairs, pool.
Oh yes, 100%. There was definitely space to like lay out or like chit chat with friends. They had movies at night, and there was plenty of space in the lounge chairs to lay out and relax with the cool breeze.
Okay, now our first cost of drinks. Whether it was, we got the soda package for Krista, but like if you were into like alcoholic beverages, the prices weren't that bad. They were pretty much comparable to just about anywhere. It wasn't
like a
TGI
crazy. Fridays kind of price. It wasn't astronomical, so that was nice.
Yeah.
One thing in retrospect now, the soda package, we got it because I get seasick, and really the only thing that settles my stomach is Coke. It was very hard to find Cokes. You had to go to the bars to get them.
Yep.
You had to have your key card, which is fine. They scan it, whatever. They only give you 1 drink at a time. Again, that's fine. It's not an issue. But the bars had to be open. So if I felt seasick in the morning, I'm...
SOL.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Because there's no bars open at 9 o'clock in the morning. Luckily, I didn't have that problem. Now, sorry.
It's rough because now if we go on a Carnival ship, it's going to be rough because they no longer serve Coca-Cola products.
They switched over to Pepsi.
So I don't know how that's going to go for Krista. She's not
going
really...
to go. I don't like Pepsi. It's too sweet.
So yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't know if we'll ever be on a Carnival ship again.
We might. We'll just bring our own Coke. Speaking of bringing on your own drinks, you can bring on cans. Yep. But you cannot bring on bottles. So like cases of water, you can't bring on your own cases of water. They have to be specifically in a can on Carnival ships. Yes. And you had to carry them on. You couldn't put them in the luggage and carry them on in the luggage. So we chose not to do that. When we went on the Disney Dream, we did carry our own soda and our own water.
Did we have soda?
Maybe we didn't have soda.
I
we definitely carried on our own water. Yeah. They have soda automatically.
Right.
So Disney Cruise Line carries sodas free of charge.
Right.
But we did definitely carry on water. But we put them in our on our luggage. Like,
right.
It wasn't an issue. All right. Dislike number 2.
Dislike number 2, the weird layout. It was just weird. I don't know. Again, this is an older ship, so it was kind of confusing at times. Well, the first 24 hours on the ship, it was a little bit confusing because you would have some of the fun stuff towards the aft, and some of the fun things on the other side of the ship. So it was like, hey, which way do I want to go? So it was a lot of back and forth for us. As far as like places to eat, I got lost a couple of times trying to go around to find different restaurants, like the main dining areas. It was a little bit confusing. Okay.
So on the Carnival Sunshine, they have two main dining areas: sunrise and sunset. You're assigned to a dining room, and you eat there every single night, and you have the same wait staff. We were assigned to the sunset, which means we were on the very back or aft of the ship, and it was a double-decker restaurant. So we were sitting on the top, but you could go for brunch, which was on the bottom. But you can't get to the bottom at all hours of the day.
Right.
Sometimes you have to go to the top, to the second floor of the restaurant, and then go down. It was very, very strange. The one thing I did not like about the layout of the ship was the casino was flat in the middle of deck number 5, and you couldn't get from one side of deck 5 to the other side of deck 5 without going through the casino. And
it was
deck
really
6 was rooms.
Yeah.
And like it was just, in the casino, guys, it's literally like walking through a cloud of smoke. Like it's not my cup of tea anyway. It's not my scene. We walked through it.
Yeah, we finally found a way around it.
But you had to go up a deck, across, down a deck, down 2 decks, through, and then up. So we found a way, but it was really, really weird.
It was really rough as far as just the ability to breathe for people who aren't normally around cigarette smoke. It was
difficult for sure. All right, number 2 of our likes was the sail on wine. So one of the nights we went to Fahrenheit 555, right?
Yes.
Is that how we say it? If you haven't seen that video, I will insert that right here or right there. I don't know. I'll insert it. So make sure you go check that out. We really enjoyed it, and they had an amazing sale on wine while we were at the restaurant. And the nice thing about being on a cruise ship is if you purchase wine, they will cork it for you and hold it for you and send it to your table for dinner the next day. They won't send it to your room, but they'll make it available if you eat in the restaurants the next day.
Yeah. And that was really cool. The price wasn't bad. They had, and like, it was 50% off the night we went.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you had a bottle that, there was like a bottle that was normally like $72. You were getting it for like 60 something, or not 60, but 30 something dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me.
It was good. We ended up getting a Moscato that was 48 for 24.
Yeah.
So it was really good. Okay. Number
Dislike.
3. What number are we on? Number 3.
We are on dislike number 3.
Do you want me to say it since you...
Yeah.
Okay. I already said that.
Yeah.
Dislike number 3 is going to the bars to get soda, which we already talked about that. Big thing is timing. It's not convenient for people that get seasick. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go back to like number 3, and that is the specialty restaurants. Fahrenheit 555 was amazing.
Yes.
Wasn't overpriced. You pay pretty much a flat fee for what you're getting. You're getting what, it was 5 courses?
Yeah, it was a bread course, an appetizer. They give you like a chef's appetizer.
Yeah. And then main course and then dessert. So yeah, 5.
Right?
5, yeah. I want to say it was 5. I can't remember for sure, but
check out that video. We'll tell you more about it there.
And even we had some friends that went to the sushi restaurant. They really enjoyed that. And then there was
and you need reservations for Fahrenheit 555, but some of them you were able to walk up to get reservations for. The sushi restaurant didn't require reservations. Nope. Guy's Burgers was really good. And that was just a walk up
kind of thing, like on the Lido deck. And you normally when stuff is like mass produced like that quickly, it's normally not that good, but it was.
No, that was really good.
Stuff.
The other thing, I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a nacho burrito bar on the other side of
that
Guy's
was
Burgers.
Blue Iguana. I think.
It was really good too. We got salads. You got some burritos. One of our friends got nachos.
Yeah.
It was good.
That's good.
It was really good. And then, of course, on Deck 9, where all of the food is, they have, back in the back, they have in the Havana bar, it was a Cuban restaurant back there, and an Italian restaurant, and then the Japanese Chinese
place where it was like,
you pick your noodles, you pick your sauce, you pick your
that was good too.
protein. It was really good. But that line, y'all, was ridiculous. Like, we should have went right at 11 o'clock when they opened.
It was rough.
For sure. Okay. Number 4, dislikes. Guys, I don't like to dance. It's not my thing. But I'm really not.
I ask all the time.
I'm really not. I'm not a dancer. But the provocative dancing in the shows was mind-blowing. It wasn't even like on the Lido deck when everyone was dancing. It was specifically in the shows. Like, we went to the very first one, and we didn't go to any after that because of the dancing. Yeah,
and we had some friends that said it just didn't get any better.
Yeah, there was a horror story in one of the couples in our group, and it's just an uncomfortable situation. And I'll be honest with you, if Dylan or Zachary or Noah were with us, I would have caused a huge stink because we don't expose our children to that.
It's supposed to be
for a
family-friendly shows.
Right, it's family-friendly shows. They didn't advertise it as even PG. It was family-friendly. So I have a really, really hard time with the provocative dancing.
Okay. Like number 4. All of the photo or picture opportunities. Every night, there were tons of opportunities to take pictures.
Right.
They came to our dinner table sometimes. They would, like after dinner and before dinner, there'd be all those stations set up around everywhere to get different scene shots taken, individuals, groups. Our group got a picture taken on the steps, which was
formal night.
Yeah, formal night, and that was a lot of people on the steps.
Yeah, it really was. The other thing about formal night is they had the staircase picture, which is kind of like the scenic picture, right? But then they also had like in front of screens.
Yeah,
they had one in front of the ship. They had one. The one we got is actually a glitter, like a sequin curtain. That's behind us. That's the one we purchased. We purchased both scenes of that.
Some of the ones that we didn't take, like they had like standing on the beach with a rock up under your foot, stuff like that. That just didn't work.
That wasn't
our cup of tea. But there's a lot of opportunities, and those opportunities are pretty much available every night.
Right.
So if you don't want to do it the first night, you have other opportunities.
And the picture packages weren't awful. I mean, cruise pictures are going to be expensive regardless. The only thing I wish is that they offered only an electronic option. Like they offered all of the pictures and an electronic version, but not just electronic. Like I wish that was an option. So we purchased 2 pictures. I
would have rather just paid for the electronic for everything.
Right.
Rather than getting prints that are really... Because you don't know if you're going to want those prints. So it's just easier...
Well, my thing was getting them home. Like, if we weren't driving home, what if we were on a plane and, like, it's too much risk for me.
Electronic is the way to go.
Yes, for sure. Okay. Number 5, the last one, the dislike. The last dislike. Number 5 is the look of the ship. Go ahead. You're pretty passionate about this one.
Being that I'm a travel agent, I look at everything when it comes to travel when I'm somewhere. So on the ship, again, this is an older ship and it had the fun ship upgrades. we would walk in the common areas and I could feel like tiles shifting up under my foot.
Yeah.
Especially, and that's weird.
When you're on a ship and you're moving and then your feet are moving
like
because
your feet
of the
are sliding.
flooring. Yeah, that's strange.
Another thing I saw was big for me, again, having to do with tiles. There would be cracked tiles throughout the ship. And most people aren't looking down, but that's me. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to see these things.
Right.
And
that could have just been a cosmetic thing where something happened one time, no one told anybody, and nobody checked it. And I mean, but y'all, this was everywhere. It wasn't one or two occurrences. Yeah. One thing I will say is the cleanliness of the common areas was spot on.
Right.
It was not an issue at all as far as cleanliness goes. Now, the cleanliness in our room, we had an issue with our bathroom shower area smelling like sea salt. It was a weird smell. I don't know if it was the cleaner or I don't know what it was. It could have just been the water that was, I don't know. I really have no idea what it was. It was the strangest smell. I've never had anything like that in my life.
I wanted to have some Lysol with me.
We did.
Yeah.
We did have Lysol, and I sprayed the bathroom twice.
Yeah.
So the bathroom is iffy. The room itself was very clean.
Right.
But the rooms were very aged.
Yes.
So if you go back to our room tour video, where my clothes were, where my shoes and things were, on the shelving, there was stuff busted. There was a little rail, it would come out, just crazy things that would take 2.5 seconds for someone to fix, but nobody had fixed it. And then going out onto the deck, it's not a banister in between the two rooms.
The barrier.
It had stickers on it.
Yeah.
Size stickers from women's clothing. There was a Lane Bryant sticker, the little clear sticker that has a size on it stuck onto the barrier wall.
Who does that?
Well, why didn't
walk into your room?
Yeah, come on.
Don't be changing your clothes out on the deck or the balcony.
Well, I'm sure it was just oh, here's a sticker, but why put it there? Fold it up, take it inside, whatever. And then we talked about this a lot while we were on the cruise ship, but the balcony itself, the actual glass, plexiglass, it's glass. It's not plexiglass, right? It's glass.
I'm pretty sure it's glass.
I don't know, whatever it is. The actual railing on the balcony, it was so dirty. You would sit in a seat, you would sit in the chair, and you're looking out, but you can't see out because there's so many watermarks because they pressure washed the side of the boat, the side of the ship, which is great, but they pressure washed it with salt water, and they didn't spray it off after, so there was huge water spots. In comparison to the Disney Dream, you can't compare, it's not apples to apples. I realize that. But I could sit on the balcony on the Disney Dream. Me and Noah sat on the balcony on the Disney Dream while we were at Castaway Cay, and we ate Mickey Mouse bars, and we looked through the plexiglass at the beautiful seawater. This time, there was no looking through the plexiglass.
I don't know if it's plexiglass.
Whatever.
It's glass.
Whatever it is. There's no looking through it. You can't see nothing anyway.
Yeah, it was
I didn't like that.
It was not appealing in that case. And other things that I noticed, just scratches on, in the elevators, on the doors, just really, really bad scratches. There were rust spots in areas where it could have been corrected and painted. But again, that's my job to look at things like that and see what's best for people and just to give them the whole,
This is a non-filtered review.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's what we want from other people, and that's what we want to give to people. Now, remember, we're also comparing this to the Disney Dream a little bit. We went on the Disney Dream over a year ago, but Disney has a whole entirely different standard of business. There is someone always painting, cleaning, brushing. They were constantly closing decks so that they could paint the railing, or they could Like, they were constantly keeping everything 100%. So I was just really disappointed that their common areas, they were clean, but they weren't put together.
Right.
100%. So I wasn't a huge fan of that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's, we saved that one for last for a reason. Now don't get me wrong, are we going to give this ship another try? Hopefully, because we really want to go to Bermuda. We didn't get to go to Bermuda, and it would be the easiest spot for us to go to Bermuda because it's close to our house. But anyway, all right, our last like. Okay, guys, nighttime entertainment.
There was so much to do.
Yes.
They had dance parties on the Lido deck. They had dress-up nights. They had a Glow 80s party. They had those other nights, too. We just didn't participate in any of them.
Yeah,
That's not really my scene. They had a piano bar. They had, oh my gosh, I can't even think. The comedians. They had 2 different comedians there. One was, and each of them had a PG show and a rated R show. And they were available throughout the night.
They had just stuff going on in the, what was that area called?
Deck 5.
Yeah.
On the other side of the casino.
Yeah.
There was a, I can't think of what it's called either. Oh my gosh.
They had like a band there.
Yeah, they always, so it's where we did, whenever we did the karaoke video.
That wasn't karaoke.
It was 80s music. It was, 90s.
90s
2000s trivia,
okay.
Something like that. It was Deck 5, midship on the other side of the casino. And, oh my gosh, I can't think of what it's called. Anyways, there's a little pub back there, and there's a nice little sitting area. And during the day, that's where they had trivia and different games. Yeah, like charades. And then at night, they had a band. And it was just so nice. There was a bar on one side, a pub with closed doors on the other. Like, it was just really nice to just kind of chill out and relax.
And then they had the nighttime movies. Every night they had a movie. And it wasn't like old movies. It was new movies.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. And there was a lot to do each night. You couldn't say you were bored.
Yeah, but there was also some quiet places. Like, we took cards. And if you don't know, we like to play cards a lot. I think we made that pretty apparent in our vlogs. But we played cards every night. And we had somewhere quiet every single time where we weren't bothering other people. People weren't bothering us. Right. It was just us with our friends, and we could just hang out. A lot of that was in the Havana bar because there was a bar there, but not a whole lot of people because there's not really any entertainment, but there was music. You could still hear everything. So
it's super quiet back there. And then one night we went to the library bar and nobody was in there, and they were like, "Yeah, you can be in here." Yeah,
and that was awesome because they had the music piped through. Yeah. And then also, what deck is that? Deck 3, where the main bar is and the big balls are hanging in the room. They had entertainment out there. They had the nighttime entertainment with the shows. Again, we weren't fans of that. But, I mean, there was just so much to do.
So much to do.
So much to do.
So, yeah. I know we kind of, ripped apart the ship. But there's a lot of good in the ship as well. And Carnival, their newer ships that are coming out have a lot of different upgrades. And we're hoping to get on those ships. At least I am. I don't know. She is, but I am.
We hope you guys enjoyed our honest review of the Carnival Sunshine. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.